So that's going to be their choice for presumably mid Fata. Unless he gets help, it's a really hard lane for him. So picking this into a Quap, you have to imagine that they are going to assist him a bit, whether it's Skywrath nukes, Bounty Hunter constantly roaming around mid. So I think for step one, Virtus.Pro need to put a sentry in mid. Yeah. Step two is maybe anticipate Dragon Knight getting help and just go, you know, have Earthshaker roam around mid.
Buy TP scrolls in the Dazzle. That's it. In a nutshell, I think. I think that's really, or the Spirit Breaker, as you mentioned too, that's fine. Or just buy TP scrolls in general. Like you said, C9 will not win this lane unless they get help for DK. It's just not going to happen. This is not a winnable lane for a Dragon Knight versus Queen of Pain. If it's solo versus solo, like there has to be some sort of roaming, or Queen of Pain has to make a mistake for that to be the case where Cloud9 would get an advantage in that lane. And that's fine, because you're not supposed to be getting that advantage for a Dragon Knight. You're supposed to either keep close in CS, maybe be a little bit behind, get level 6, rotate around, or just try to push in the tower mid. It's really about getting Elder Dragon form and then going from there. So that's going to be the game plan for Cloud9. They do have a Gyrocopter who likes to also roam at level 6, and Envy will do this a lot, or even like Arteezy. They'll buy a TP, rotate with call down, and then find a kill elsewhere. Virtus.Pro go for the Slark again. This time, I think it's a better choice. They don't have to deal with the clockwork where the cogs were literally boxing him out of every fight. The anti-mage, who obviously it's really hard to lock him down. Slark is a better choice in this particular game, but there is still that silence for this Kareth mage, which you do have to worry about.
I don't know if I like Slark against Dragon Knight and Gyro. It's definitely good against Bounty Hunter getting rid of Rax. Like I'll tell you, playing Bounty Hunter against Slark is so annoying because it's just, you can never track the hero. It's just impossible.
Yeah.
It's good against Skywrath if you anticipate the silence. He doesn't really do too much. But typically against Dragon Knight lineups in its entirety, you draft lots of team fight, you draft lots of kind of all-in push sort of heroes. And Cloud9 don't really have that. They have the Gyro, which is nice, but I feel like they would have really loved to have the Dazzle instead of like Sky. But Dazzle was already picked up, so they didn't have that opportunity. I think the Cloud9 needed to pick another kind of hero that's centered around helping out 5-man. Oh, they actually banned out the Legion Commander. I was just gonna say Legion Commander would have been actually pretty good for their style. Yes. Would have fit the you know, the healing concept of what they need to do. There you go. There's some healing. So I think it's gonna be an offlane bounty. Yeah, and then okay, I like this. I actually really like that last pickup.
That is very interesting. That's offlane bounty hunter. I mean, I imagine he's gonna be roaming much like his support counterpart, but the last time we saw an offlane bounty hunter, it's been a while for me. At least a year or so, I think. There might have been one under the game that I'm forgetting, but this is not something that we see often, and it's actually more of a pub thing also, just because it's so easy to find kills on a bounty hunter who's just sitting in lane, which I don't think Bone7 will sit in lane, obviously. Yeah, because he'll just get killed, I'm pretty sure. But that remains to be seen how this does play out. They're waiting for him to pick up this hero. I actually think that Virtus.Pro have a really good chance with this draft to bring this game back, and I think a lot of it has to do with G being out the Queen of Pain versus who he's playing against, which is a Dragon Knight, and then Slark being picked up here for Illidan. So I really like this draft for Virtus.Pro. I'm not sure if you feel the same way though, Trelf.
I liked it until the Slark pickup. I'm not convinced with Slark. Again, it's pretty good against the Bounty, not very good against Wisp, not very good against Gyro or DK. So, and just being good against the Bounty is not, in my opinion, good enough. So we'll have to see. I also think his item build is going to dictate how well they do in the team fights. Again, you just kind of have to gauge how the game is going, and I mean, Slark is a very versatile hero in terms of what items you can go for. There's so many different item builds. I've seen everything. I've seen S and Y rush after Aquila. I've seen Midas into Lothars. I've seen Treads into Blink. I've seen Brown Boots Blink. I've seen, there's so many different ways to play him. It just, you have to gauge how the game's going and then play accordingly. FNG's down bottom, so it is going to be a support Spirit Breaker actually, and an offlane Earthshaker. So I wasn't really paying attention to that, but that's how it's going to be.
For now, it is going to be Cloud9 heading up to the top rune spot, and G is going to get pushed back here. They're not going to contest this one. They're going to head bottom instead, and it looks like Fata, or rather G will grab that for his Queen of Pain and try to get to that quicker bottle anyway. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't particularly like Slark. I understand that he's a versatile hero, and I think he's good in certain circumstances, and I thought he was going to be good here. And I think he's going to be good here. I don't like watching him. I don't like playing against him. I actually just hate this hero. But that's just me. Bone7, they are going to contest the bottom room for Cloud9. Rocket Barrage gets split up between numerous heroes. There's the Shadow Wave. No-Tail's going to fall for first blood. That is an easy kill. Rocket Barrage just not doing nearly enough. Bone7, there's a sentry on the deck. Big Shadow Wave. Lots of damage from Virtus.Pro coming through. That was an interesting contention coming out from Cloud9. I don't know if that was really necessary. They're going to keep going. They're looking for FNG. And it looks like it's going to be set up as an aggro trial in here for Cloud9. Despite going down and giving up that first blood, No-Tail gets back in with a TP. I don't know if he didn't grab the rune. He clearly wanted it, trying to get to that early bottle, but that was not going to happen. And we'll see how this aggro tri lane shapes up against a solo Illidan Slark.
Well, they're leaving him down here now because they know they can't win this tri lane, and I don't blame them. C9 really love to go aggro with Gyro Wisp. I've seen them do this almost every time that they've actually picked up this combination. The only bad thing is that Bone7 got up to the lane late, and DK Phobos, oh yeah, she has some good denies up there, so nice job from Bone7. But this lane I feel like should be won by the Earthshaker. Like it's a really good lane for him. There's not really too much Bone7 can do. They actually already moved up top to help him out anyway. So we'll see how much Earthshaker can get with this amount of farm. Bone7 possibly could be taken out here. They do have a Dust onto Lil, and I think he's dead. Yep. Yeah,
he's going to be under his tower, but they'll just die just to get the kill for sure. Enchant Totem for DK Phobos. Wow, he went for Enchant just to make sure they got the kill. He was right next to him. He didn't need to go for the Fissure. They are really harassing G, by the way. He's got a salve. This Misery Skywrath Mage has been sitting mid, throwing up Arcane Bolt. He's got a Clarity. He's going to salve up. Fox is going to come in and cancel this. He blinks out. Right click to cancel it. No, it's going to be the Arcane Bolt. They're TPing into the tower. DK Phobos. Misery is going to fall to the Shadow Strike and right click. He goes a bit too aggressive. Fox is getting charged. This is trouble for Cloud9. Fox in some big trouble. Enchant Totem. Shadow Strike's there. Breathe Fire will go. He won't be able to get this kill. Ooh, No-Tail with a tether, but he has no bottle to keep him up, nor did he have the overcharge, so it wouldn't have mattered. He's going to find a bounty rune, which will provide him his bottle. But it's 4-0 already for Virtus.Pro, so a fast start coming up for them.
And they've rotated Illidan up top. They don't want him bottom so that he can actually get some kind of farm. And they're just kind of leaving the bottom lane. So that was kind of, I don't know what Misery was expecting to get out of that. I think he was initially trying to snipe the Courier. There is a charge on Fata yet again in mid. That's a level 2 Shadow Strike. The damage is coming out. Auto attacks FNG. Can you get that 70% bash? No, but I don't think it matters. Or maybe it does.
Bottling. He is going to survive. No. G gets the kill. I think it might have been the last stick of the Shadow Strike. Last right click as well. What was happening last game for Cloud9 rotating on to G is now happening for G. He's getting the rotations. They will go into Illidan. They rotate up. He does have Pounce. They don't have H-Steal. Yes, they do. It's not going to be enough. They do have the Shuriken Toss. Bone7 just leveled it up, I believe. And that's a big kill. Illidan, that's the trade-off. G might be getting a lot, but Illidan's getting next to nothing in terms of CS and in terms of just moving around the map and dying.
Yeah, well, that was their first kill. But we'll see if G can snowball as hard as Fata did last game. Obviously, it's a different draft, different story. But Illidan, he's got a whole wave and a half kind of coming his way, so that's good. Played level 3 off of this. Lil sitting behind him, and it's going to be DK Phobos just kind of farming the bottom lane. But Envy's getting basically free farm. And Bounty Hunter's getting good levels and good farm. I think if you can get away with Bounty getting good levels and good farm in the beginning, it's actually really beneficial. I've seen a number of strats too from EG where they actually will put the Bounty Hunter in a 1 position to start. Oh, hold the thought. There's a charge coming out onto Envy. He's only level 3 actually.
He's dead.
Block coming out. He can't get towards his tower. He's got to run towards the river rune.
Oh, no bashes for FNG whatsoever. 70% working for him this time.
He has a charge in 2.
And I think Envy's dead. Maybe he should have gone Roche. They're going to get the tether up, though. They've got the overcharge, and now TK Phobos has to leave. The Spirit's coming in. FNG takes a full rocket barrage. No-Tail. Right place, right time, and finds the rune for himself. It's an illusion. He'll grab it. Envy will grab some creep hits as well. Fata was almost there to get involved. Fata is... got saying last hit, which isn't the worst, but he's died twice. He has no boots. He's slow as all freaking get up. He's a Dragon Knight, but maybe he could catch up here somehow.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really, really hard lane for him. Wisp coming to help him out. Shadow Strike coming out. Or some harass, but he's got okay CS. Top lane to charge onto the Bounty Hunter. Illidan has already used his pounce once, and I think this Bone7 is dead.
Misery is looking and saying, I can't really do much. I was pulling. Sorry, friend. So Bone7 was getting good levels. He dies twice there. He's almost level 6, actually. Start roaming around pretty soon, actually, on a Bounty Hunter. Get that level 6, get a track, and find a kill or 2. Envy's level 4, doing some work against DK Phobos. Good Fissure, just to make sure he pushes him off. Mid lane, Fox getting charged. He's got Dragon Tail. He's not going to get it off in time. Oh, God, the charge with a bash hit. Breathe Fire. Sonic Wave to secure the kill. This has not been Fox's game.
It's that Queen of Pain effect, man.
Yeah.
Gets a taste of his own medicine, so to speak.
Here comes Bone 7, by the way. Down bottom into DK Phobos. And,
DK Phobos, he's out of mana. If they can get in range with Envy, he did not go for phase boots. He went for the tread, so he's a little bit slower. That, oh my god, the damage from the shuriken.
There he goes. No level 6 though for Bone 7 with that kill. He's in there though.
I keep thinking that No-Tail's playing that bounty hunter for some reason.
Yeah, it's strange. I also think that Fox is playing the Queen of Pain sometimes.
That's even worse. That's a different team, man.
I can't keep track of it. Listen, it's hard sometimes, right?
Oh, I know.
Quap of Pain. That's all I'm gonna say.
Quap Pain.
Quap Pain. Yeah, not even Quap of Pain. Quap Pain. Good stuff. Bone 7's rotated mid. Fox is here with Breathe Fire. It's really hard. He doesn't have his Elder Dragon form, so he can't get in range for Dragon Tail. And Z will just blink away.
He's 3 levels higher than him.
Yeah, he's crushing it right now. This is, again, the epitome of Snowball. What we saw last game from Fox, so he knows exactly what's happening. Great Fisher. He is going to get pushed back. He didn't have the mana to go for the kill. He probably would have chased further if Fatsa had been alone. The overcharge comes through. No-Tail's going to pick up this rune, or are they going to give it to Fatsa? It's a haste rune. He needs this. Yeah, they give it to him. That's the right play. All right.
I still don't think it's too terrible, honestly, for Cloud9. The Gyro is farming very, very well. They have amazing team fight if they can get there, especially with tracks. One of the great things, too, that top lane, Misery in trouble, and I think he will be taken out. Illidan taking actually a lot of damage. One more auto attack from the tower. I think he's dead.
Yeah.
Totally a fine trade. In the meantime, they're going to kill bottom from Envy onto the Spirit Breaker, and they're pulling the creep wave a little bit, and not quite. Definitely a favorable trade there for Cloud9. But what I was going to say is that Bounty Hunter with track is amazing with Gyro because the flat cannon will always hit. It's actually an amazing combo that I seem to forget. But when you see it in a team fight, you'll just see how strong it actually is.
Bone 7 gets everybody tracked up, and then all of a sudden they all die, especially if Envy has some sort of damaging item, which the way he's farming now shouldn't be too far. See if he goes for like an early BKB. Might even go for a mech. Who knows? They're charging on to No-Tail. TP's going to come in. Call down's going to fly through. FNG a bit aggressive. He's dead. That should provide level 6 for Bone 7. They come in with G. Sonic Wave gets canceled. They will blow up that one Wisp. G in trouble now. Shuriken Toss not there, out of mana. So is Envy. Rocket Barrage, great grave coming out. Lil, track is up on him. That'll be a track kill on 1 and on 2. This dive under the tier 1 tower, I've seen it so often from Envy on the Gyrocopter. It works out again, and whatever advantage that G might have had on the Queen of Pain is starting to slip away with Envy getting those track kills. He's now up to 2,000 gold. He's going to get healed up by No-Tail too, which is pretty great. Good stuff.
He gets 2 kills, 2 track kills, 1 unstoppable streak on a Quap at 8 minutes. It's not often you get unstoppable streaks from the other team at 8 minutes. He just got like 2,100 gold at 7 minutes. Already had shreds and an Aquila. It's absolutely insane.
He bought a full drum. Drop that GG branch. You don't need it. Actually, he might have a wand coming out too. He does. No, he doesn't. Just kidding. They are all mid though, and they want this tier 1 tower. Because guess what? Fotz's Elder Dragon form. He's tired of being put down by this Queen of Pain. She is back alive, but doesn't have a Sonic Wave. They'll charge in. It's going to be a stun up onto G, but here's FNG. Call down's going to fly through. It's going to hit. They need to back away. They have a track up, I believe, on 1. Not yet. Bone 7 now gets it up onto FNG. Illidan uses his ultimate. Tries to get away with the Shadow Dance. FNG might be in trouble. Here comes DK Phobos. Doesn't have level 6. His Fisher's up in 2 seconds. They're trying to find kills here. Flat Cannon available in 14. Getting charged up. They're looking for No-Tail. Has the overcharge. Big Fisher. Sonic Wave's not there. Good silence on the G. They're turning it, but not done yet. The 2-for-1 exchange. Fata does go down. It looks like Cloud9 will back away smartly. They don't want to go any further in this engagement. That could have been a lot worse for both squads, in fact. And they keep the tier 1 tower mid alive.
Yep, so it ends up actually being an okay exchange there for, wait, no, the Dazzle did die, I forgot.
Yeah.
And I actually don't think that he was tracked, because when Bone 7 came in, he tracked the Quap over the Dazzle.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was off cooldown, I don't remember. And they actually do counter out that ward behind, so Lil, he knew that something was up. So. But they just kind of went away from that team fight because I think they were out of bottle charges for the Wisp. Had they had more regen for him, Envy could have stayed in the fight longer. But nope, he's going to get fully bottled up. Pretty much to full. And the Wisp almost has relocate as well.
Yeah, he's getting there. They're going to find a hero in the jungle. It is G. And it's a couple of spirits, but they want to chase this. And No-Tail is in trouble. They're going to try to turn. Call down's going to come through. FNG just gets blown up by Rocket Barrage. Sonic Wave. No-Tail will fall. The Shadow Wave comes out. Fisher's going to go through. G is going to get graved in Envy. We'll try to turn to Lil and said sick charge, but not enough. Screw of Pain gets the double kill for G. But here comes Bone 7. They get a scene with the Sentry Ward, though. They need to leave. Oh, they're baiting this. Oh, God. Oh, that level 4 Shuriken Toss. Fisher's going to come through. He's got the Shadow Walk in 1. Track will go first. Now he'll Shadow Walk. Detection not there. Top lane, they'll go on to Fata. That's going to be Illidan jumping with the pounds. F&G charges onto Misery. They have the silence ready to go. Dark Pack's going to fly first. Ancient Seal could have turned it. They're going to Arcane Bolts again. Illidan still has the Shadow Dance ready to go. They're trying to push him back. They really want to put some pressure on this tower, but Fata running around the corner. He's going to head back and looks like he just might farm up some jungle camps. No, wait. Let's tether him real quick. And he's out of his ultimate. Oh, he has treads, not a bottle.
He's 0-4 and 0. He hasn't been a part of a kill yet.
Jesus.
Haste Rune up top. Someone's getting charged. I heard it. Mid. Oh, the stump's actually missed.
Fisher is missed, but they do have the weave up on him ready to go. Call down's gonna fly. FNG ultimate there. Where's the IO? He's not there yet. Good grave coming through. That's tracked up. DK Folos looking for an Echo Slam. Arcane Bolts does the job just barely as the grave eviscerates. Fata gets a kill onto Illidan, by the way, or helps get the kill. Track up onto G. Fata has a haste rune. There's the silence out of DK Phobos. No track for him. They need a Dragon Tail. They won't find it. Fata already used the track up again. Relocate coming in. Fata still no stun, ready to go for another 3 seconds. Blink is up in 6. They grab the kill on the IO, but it's worth it. 4-for-1 trade, and now Cloud9 taking the control over this game, taking the reins, in fact. Jesus.
And the track heal, oh god, the track gold is just going insane. Now almost a new item for Envy yet again. 6-1-6, and keep in mind that's another streak going the way of Envy. So first he gets the Wicked or the Unstoppable.
Unstoppable, yeah.
Now he gets a Dominating plus track. It's just a ridiculous amount of gold. They can go for Roche whenever they want to too. Finally Fata gets involved.
Bone 7 is going Orchid. That is a pretty good item against a Slark and a Queen of Pain. That's
very
value.
Good. Yeah, I like that.
Not often you see that item, and I know some people aren't big fans of that item on this particular hero, but in this instance, I think it's a solid choice.
I agree. I don't normally like it, but I think it actually works really well here. Because it's not like you're going to have an early BKB from the co-op, and you see his item. Oh, well, the charge coming out onto Envy.
Fisher comes in, not there with the Echo Slam. G, silenced up, does get out. FG tracked up, he'll die. Weave does hit onto 4 heroes. I don't know if they want to fight this. Wrapping around is DK Phobos. They don't know that he's there. They're going to find him real soon. G still has the silence ready to go. He's going to walk into DK Phobos. He's done. They do get the silence off, but it's a bit too late. Another track comes out from Bone 7. And they'll back together. They don't have Fata. He's top lane, who's, by the way, working on a mech as he has his buckler. What I imagine to be a mech. Bone 7's going to turn and look to continue to get some tracks up and just get vision at this point.
I think he actually has enough for his Orchid.
It's close. I don't think yet. Illidan's gonna jump in. He's gonna use his ultimate. Bone 7 chasing him down. Shuriken Toss track goes through. Dark packs it off. He's at 1 HP though, so he needs to be careful.
The YOLO relocate?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, but No Tail's not gonna go for it.
Fata's not even there. He's just pressuring top lane. He has an invis. So he should be okay, although he does have they do have a bounty hunter on the team, so you have to expect they have lots of dust to reveal. Oh, there's a relocate. It's actually back to base. Okay.
Once his battle charges, and he gets some more rewards. Bottom lane, blink away from Queen of Pain for G. G had a great start. It's turning into disaster. The IO gyrocopter combo has been rough. Not to mention Bone 7 coming in with what you talked about, getting the tracks up, getting the flat cannon, being aggressive. F&G has gone in really hard in a lot of these fights, and it's not paid off. This early game aggression from a Spirit Breaker that usually pays dividends is not doing so this game. There is an Orchid done for the Queen of Pain. Bone 7's going to have hit if he doesn't have it already. He does have it. Orchid could go on Illidan, but instead they're going to find Bone 7. Calldown's going to fly through. Fisher's up. They're going to tether and make sure he tries to find Illidan. Oh, he's stuck in the tree line. He'll TP away. They don't know that he's there. He'll make it out. FNG. Orchid is going to kill him with a silver, and here comes Fata. No Elder Dragon form. Balanced up. He is on the wrong side of the fight. Sonic Wave will go. They need a tether. They'll find it. Overcharge. That's the regen, but it's not going to do much. Urn's going to go through. Now Lil in trouble. Gets the Grave off. Will TP home. They have a stun. They need a Dragon Tail. They won't get it. They block Fata in with, of course, Envy leading the charge there. He couldn't get that Dragon Tail off. Still, though, it is another fight going the way of Cloud9. 2-for-0, in fact.
Should have got phase boots, Envy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That kind of sucks, but charge coming in, Orchid onto Illidan. Charge still goes on to Envy. There's an Orchid from Quap, actually. Ulti from FNG. There's the Dragon Form. Nice done from DK Phobos.
Relocate in from I. He goes for Fata instead of Envy. Caldon's gonna go, but they all avoid it for the most part. Then walk back into it. Envy goes down. They get the kill with the scream. Now they can turn this fight, but FNG getting low. Shuriken going. A great Echo Slam. Relocate out. That was the end of the fight. Bone 7 alone. They dust up. He'll go down. It's gonna be 4 men dead. Io died, I think, to the Shadow Strike as he relocated out. Fata's walking back in. I think he tried to use the mech, and he used it when he got out of the engagement. It's a 2-for-4 fight coming through. Virtus.Pro not dead yet. They're still in this game. I mean, Fata is looking for something. I'm not sure what, but
I think he maybe wants to wait for someone to TP mid right now, like Skywrath. Yep, here comes the Skywrath. If they can get a stun, G's has some good position. He actually gets the
good
Orchid. There's the silence though from Misery. I think this is a dead G.
Last right click, Fata gets the kill. That's a dominating spree this time for Fata.
Again, that's like the 3rd spree that G's had. Giving up. G keeps getting kills, but they keep getting God, he's got 14 out of 18 of the kills.
Yeah, that's look at the net worth chart in specific. There's a lot of difference between
big drop off.
Yeah, Illidan is what, 4K almost. G's almost, he's 8K-ish. Yeah, that just tells you how this game is going, whereas the rest of C9 are around 6 to 7K, almost 8K. They're heading to Roche, and Illidan seems to have an understanding that this is happening. He also knows that there's a ward there. They smoked on top of it, so all right. They're gonna walk in anyways. Weave's gonna go first. Crack as well. Cloud9's probably back out of the Roche pit. They'll wait to go for it. A smoke. Bone 7 trying to continue to get vision.
Dire's top tower is under
Doesn't see up to the high ground here. He will see Lil. He'll continue to track him. They know exactly where Bone 7 is. They're wrapping here for Cloud9. I think they know.
Haste is really good for Dragon Knight. He pops the haste.
Bone 7. Is he going to get pushed off? Sonic Wave's going to go through. They lose Bone 7. He buys back. DK Phobos in trouble. They want the tracks. G gets blown up. Mystic Flare. Dragon Tail. Lil is silenced as well. Can't get the Grave off. Illidan now one of the only survivors. G will buy back. Illidan trying to do this all on his own. They're staying together. Illidan pounces away. They won't kill for, but FAG tracked up, and he charges right through the fight. Fata has a haste rune. Finds Illidan. Breathe fire. Last right click. Stick is up. He has a pounce at 5. Won't get off. Fata gets the double. G buys back. They're gonna find him. They have an Ancient Seal. G, what are you doing? Relocate's coming in. They did a Dragon Tail. Fata's got it. Breathe Fire's gonna come through. They'll blow him up. They get the track off. That's a dieback. Oh no, what just happened to Virtus.Pro? Now this will lead to Roshan. Ugh, disastrous.
Fata bought something. It's a Blink.
Yep.
Goes to the Blink mech build on the DK. This is the first mech I've ever seen on DK, but certainly not the first Blink. It's just a really good initiation. After this, Envy's going to have his BKB, Treads, the Wisp sitting behind him for added comfort, and an Aegis probably.
Yep. More than likely has Fata on a DK. It's not the best carrier for an Aegis, so it'll be given to Envy. Probably drops his stick.
Drop your stick, drop your stick.
Drop your stick. Drop your stick. He did it.
He dropped his stick.
He did it. Excellent work, Envy. He'll take his Roche, take his winnings, and finish his BKB, pick up his stick. Good stuff. Medallion done, by the way, for the IO. I like that choice a lot. They need some armor reduction. They found it.
I still, man, it still kills me to see no-till never buy boots on a Wisp. You know what I think it has to be, and I feel like I figured it out finally after.
Okay. What?
Is that you need so many item slots on this hero? Because I play Wisp a time or two, and you run into the problem where you just run out of item slots so quickly. You need your bottle, you need your stick, you need your urn, you need a TP. You're probably buying wards for your team too after like the 10-minute mark. He goes for an medallion this time, but if not medallion, something else. Huh?
What about Wand?
Wand is so good though, because it gives you such an instant surge of HP that you can give someone else. Blink, relocate top,
going in. Good grave from Lil, but Illidan might be in some trouble. G looking for maybe a Sonic Wave. No tail in trouble. Great Sonic Wave onto 2. They might be able to turn this with the BKB, and Envy is standing and delivering. They're looking for Illidan. Fata blinks forward, Dragon Tail, Breathe Fire. He dark packed it off. Not that it mattered. Bone 7 late to the party. 3 for 2 trade. Great Sonic Wave, but it only takes down the supports. And G does get those kills, but That's just not enough. Fata gets more and more kills. He's starting to become a force to be reckoned with. By the way, Motpax pointed out this is the 14th mech of all time on DK. Something important to know. It's first of this patch, I believe. I swear, dude, like, you never think like these items have ever happened in like Dota, and it just, oh god, what's happening? G's gonna get tracked up. Good Fisher though. Fata wasn't able to get there. He got silenced up through the Orchid. I can tell was not gonna be in time. But Envy's just pushing the tier 1 tower.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yep, and yeah, with the BKB Aegis, he has got nothing to fear. Wisp is TPing back in to help him out.
Fata is done out of his Elder Dragon form. Illidan dies to the Shurikatosh. G is going to get tracked. He'll blink away. Envy still has Aegis. Io comes through. No relocate. He has it on cooldown for 19. There's the Aegis going in. Blink, Dragon Tail. Shurikatosh, not enough damage. One more right click and the Breathe Fire to secure it just in case. Triple kill for Bone 7. This is looking a lot like last game to a smaller scale. And Virtus.Pro are in a real bad situation. That is putting it mildly. There's no buyback for G, who is their main damage dealer. This tier 3 tower is going to take some damage. They don't really do that much without the Elder Dragon form, so it might not fall here just yet, but they'll put some pressure on it. Bone 7 is going to get Fisher, by the way, but he'll back up. He's also got a Blink Dagger, which is huge.
Yeah, C9 are making it look almost as easy as EG did in the last series that we saw of Virtus.Pro. Playing very, very well. Certainly in the last game, it was the biggest top I think you and I have both ever seen.
Yeah.
And this game it's turning into that, despite the fact that G has accumulated a lot of gold and a ton of kills, but it seems no one else is really carrying their weight.
Yeah, FNG is not doing anything really. Actually, nobody's really doing anything. You look at the Slark, he doesn't have any items. I mean, what, he's an ogre club. Lil's had some good Graves and a couple of good Weaves, but that's about it. TK Phobos has maybe a good Fisher Echo Slammer too, but you look at FNG and Lil in particular, they're not really helping out as much as they could be, whereas silences have been crucial for Misery. Io, of course, is Io, so we don't really need to talk about that too much, but obviously No-Tail's been making some big plays.
I just think the C9 are really smart in terms of how they want to lane things. They knew they relocate. Fata's actually bottom with an Invis trying to scout out G. If he can get a stun with a relocate ready, and he's like, no, not there, not here. Up actually blinks forward.
Short of Fata blinking into where G actually is. Not gonna find him. Or
no, relocate.
Blink out.
There it is.
They're coming in. Relocate goes through. Oh my god, he melted. He freaking melted, man.
Very nicely done. And it's important that they started the relocate animation before he gets the stun. Otherwise, it might not be long enough. It's a little okay. There's a level 3 or 4 stun, but still, you want to take no chances. And he goes for the Shadow Blade now.
Yep.
Misery, can he get the silence off before? No, Dark Pact very quickly from Illidan.
Ooh,
nice
good
mech there
good
from
Glimmer
Fata.
Cape as well. Illidan is going to stay alive for now. Long range Dragon Tail, but again, a great usage of the Dark Pact and Pounce to the low ground. Just like that's what you can't do on the Slark. The unfortunate thing is they have so many ways of dealing with that. Dragon Tail, Ancient Seal, they have the silence from Orchid. So Illidan's really not getting much room to work with here. And they're going to go for the tier 2 bottom. There's only one tier 2 left after this is taken down. There's a freaking Desolator, so forget what I said about armor reduction. They've got enough of it now.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I was gonna say, yeah, I like the Deso, but it's hard to actually get into the fights if you don't have a blink. Well, he does have a blink. So
he's had that for a while too.
I haven't really been, I mean, he's just been accumulating items so fast. It's hard to keep track.
The knee slapper. We're losing it, folks. We've had a little sleep today. Drop especially.
But I think C9, what I was trying to build on before is that their knowledge of how they can lane things and knowing what VP should or what any team shouldn't get away with is showing here. Like they knew that they couldn't lane with Slark with that Slark and Spearbreaker. It was just impossible to lane against the Gyro Wisp. So they abused that fact. They put him bottom. They realized that they were going to get trounced mid, and he did get trounced mid. But I feel like Bone 7 just got so much out of this laning phase that, like, as soon as he hit level 6, they had an engagement where they got 3 track kills.
Yeah, they really didn't do a great. I mean, they killed him twice, which is fine, but level 6 so fast, anyways. When especially when you're in a solo lane. I think that was the big thing too. Is Misery was pulling for him. He wasn't taking up lane experience. He wasn't leeching anything. So for Cloud9, it was very easy for them to just secure that level 6 on Bone 7, get those tracks up, rotate, help get kills. Illidan's going to go for Envy. Misses completely with the pounce. Goes for a Shadow Dance. Now backs up. He just still doesn't have anything. The Slark still has the Ogre Club, and that's it. Roche should be up pretty soon. Well, maybe not. No, they're going to find out G. Dragon Tail's going to come through. That's the track. They need to get the Orchid. They'll find it. There's no BKB for him. He's building towards it. My God, does he die quickly with the Ancient Shield Rock Barrage on him.
Does have a buyback, but you really don't want to have buyback if you don't have to.
Relocate?
A stun coming out onto Lil.
They're going to find DK Phobos. Echo Slam is not going to get off. They didn't go for the Orchid on him. He could have used it, decided against to. Last right click and the Spirits come through. FNG and Illidan coming in. No Shadow Dance. Breathe Fire. Call that Orchid. 4 dead. It's a 5-man wipe. He will buy back, but at this point, what can he actually do? This is looking like it might be it, man. This is looking like Cloud9 might make to the grand finals to play up against Evil Geniuses in that best of 5.
Dire's top tower is under
Yep.
attack.
The buyback coming out from G, but unfortunately his entire team is dead. Not going to be able to get that BKB anytime soon, which he desperately needs. I think this game is over.
I think so as well.
There's really no way for VP to get back into this. And the same story where they just have a carry that drafted where I feel like Slark just cannot fight into the lineup of C9. It's very difficult. I think C9's draft is amazing. I think their play was even better.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Despite the fact, again, that they got trounced mid, the laning phase bottom and the fact that the Bounty Hunter was able to get so many levels works to their advantage in terms of team fight, which VP don't have. They don't have very good team fight outside of the Queen of Pain.
I feel like they made a lot of space for Fata as well. Hold that thought. Bone 7's going to get fissured. Nice usage of the ultimate there and the stun. Echo Slam. They really wanted that kill, and they got it. That is a killing spree. 802 gold for a Bounty Hunter. My God. That was 1,600 total. 800 to both of those cores that were there. FNG as well as DK Phobos. That's something. But, all right, well, like I was saying, I think they made a lot of space for Fata top lane when they were rotating bottom, fighting with the Io, with the Bounty Hunter who got level 6. Fata had a horrific start. He didn't have boots for like a couple minutes into the game. He's what, Blink Mech? He's got an SNY. He had a Shadow Blade. He bought one and then sold it. So, well, yeah, he did. I'm almost positive. And he also has the beginnings of what I imagine to be an Assault Cuirass. He could go for Maelstrom Mjolnir, but I think it probably just is going to be an AC. Oh God, Roche is up now too. There it is. There is Roche. Say hello to Roche.
Yeah.
What do we do now?
What do we got going on in terms of new items? Butterfly. You mentioned the butterfly. He's still got 3,400 gold on top of that. He's holding a DD in his bottle too that was given from No Tail. So next fight, which could be now, is going to be really, really big for Eternal Envy.
Fisher. BKB not used. Long shot, but Dark Pack goes in. Track up into DK Phobos. Oh no! Oh, they relocated. Okay, it's fine then. You BKB'd. I thought they weren't doing anything with it, but they relocated. No Tail will die instantly, but they already bring down 3. Fata doing most of the work in the engagement. Illidan's gonna back away. He'll Dark Pack, pounces up in 3. Look at the chunk damage with a DD. 3 hits, and Envy gets the triple. They bring down DK Phobos. That'll be Bone 7 getting it. That's a team wipe. Take Roche, and then I think Cloud9 will just go ahead and finish this game, or they could just push in mid. There's no buyback on G, so they might as well.
Really nice timing from Envy of when to use the BKB. He waited till after the relocate started, after the tether was applied, and then he made sure he held his DD till after he BKB'd as well, so he didn't dispel it himself.
Right.
I know that seems very simple, but in the heat of the moment in team fights, a lot of times players can kind of mess it up the timing a little bit, but he was right on point with it. He knew exactly what to do. So Blink coming in aggressively onto Lil. He's not going to be able to buy back and sell his items. Although they do like to play until the bitter end, so we'll see. Rax on top are gone.
We'll see.
Yeah.
FNG gets forced out of the Mystic Flare. Nicely done there. And Illidan walks into a Sans, but he did Dark Packed it off nicely. Bone 7's dead. That's huge. Courier did die, I think, delivering Fata's Assault Cuirass. FNG still charging. They're putting a lot of emphasis on Fata. They've got to relocate, but Fata is just going to man up and try to do it all on his own. What is happening? Did you see that tether? He got stunned up as he got the tether off. That was strange. Fata's dead for 70 with buyback, by the way. FNG getting jumped on. Here's Bone 7 who bought back. Shrukatos pops the BKB. G's dead. Another track comes out for Bone 7. No buyback again for G. Illidan tracks up on DK Phobos. No silence onto him. There's the cog shot. They're looking for an ancient seal. They can't find it just yet. Bone 7, Shrukatos doesn't bounce. Another toss comes in on a track. FNG buys back, charging back in. What happened there? He canceled it? I don't know. What...
Yeah, I think he thought he was already going to stun Bone 7. There comes the...
There are a lot of sentry wards placed by Cloud9 all over the place. There's Echo Slam. They will get the kill on Bone 7, who bought back. Vata jumping in, looking for DK Phobos. He's got the Elder Dragon form. He's going to find DK Phobos. He's got the Breathe Fire. DK Phobos pretty tanky. Good Grave coming through. Looking for Lil instead. They're working on bottom ranks, by the way. DK Phobos chunked down, but will survive. They're pushed back into the base. Look at these freaking sentries, dude. Oh my god.
Tower is under attack.
Yep, they're just having a little bit of fun now. As this game is over, the Mega Creeps are... Oh, nice tether there on Vata. Ulti coming out from Illidan. GG. Checking Lil's items. He's got sentries. And he's trying to make a LOL, an LOL, or a G.
Who knows what he was making. That's going to be it, though. Virtus.Pro, they had a heck of a run. Great group stages. And it looked like they were doing great that first game in this best-of-5 series, but Cloud9 tightened it up. Virtus.Pro will go home in 3rd place. A fantastic tournament for them. Cloud9, though, they will move on, secure themselves 2nd place at the very least, and they will play in the next couple of days, hopefully. Evil Geniuses in the grand finals. Very excited. Cloud9 go all the way.